This is Wiley from Learn to Barbecue. This week, our super simple recipe is beer can chicken. We will be cooking 2 very large 7-pound whole chickens. As you can see, except for the head, neck, and tail, we are cooking everything. We will be doing this on a Weber Genesis 330 burning natural gas. Our cooking method will be indirect cooking and will be only using the far right burner. So let's get moving on this cook. Put down a couple of paper towels. Now on to preparing our beer stands so they can handle these fairly large chickens. You can try doing this with just beer cans, but these chickens are way too big to stand up on their own. Now some will say you need to drink half the beer and then leave the rest. Personally, I'd rather celebrate with a martini after the chicken is done. As you put the chicken over the beer can, make sure the chicken is properly balanced so it won't tip over when it goes on the grill. Now that the chickens are positioned on their beer can mounts, I like to spray the skin with a spray-on cooking oil. This will allow the skin to brown evenly, and it will also help keep the rub in place during cooking. Now it's time for the rub. My favorite chicken rub is Plowboys Barbecue Yardbird Rub. It is a championship rub that actually has won championships, and I highly recommend it. To learn more about this rub, there are links to more information in the video description below. Now it's time to get the grill on and warmed up. Give it at least 15 minutes before adding the chickens. Now this is important. Make sure that you put the chicken on the side where the burners are off. You do not want any direct heat or flame near the chickens. My Weber Genesis is a great grill, but it does not have a thermostat. For these chickens to cook properly, the temperature inside the covered grill needs to be at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I have to monitor and make corrections during the cook. The way I do this is by a Tappecue Wi-Fi remote thermometer. For more information on the Tappecue thermometer, reference the video description below. Here is the readout of the 3 temperatures I need to monitor. Probe 1 is the chamber temperature in the grill. This is how hot the air temperature is around the chicken. Probe 2 and Probe 3 are monitoring the internal temperature of the 2 chickens. So as you can see, the chamber temperature is 291 degrees, and the 2 chickens are at 62 and 48 degrees. One chicken was slightly frozen and is a reason for the temperature difference. 1 hour later, the chamber was at 348 degrees, and the 2 chickens at 101 and 93 degrees. During that hour, I would adjust the burner to keep the grill close to 350 degrees, about every 15 minutes. At 2 hours into the cook, chamber temperature was 352 degrees and the 2 chickens at 173 and 151 degrees. At this time, I pulled the first chicken. 40 minutes later, chamber temperature was 366 degrees and the last chicken was at 166. This chicken actually hit 167 degrees just as I pulled it from the grill. So for you technical pitmasters, here's a detailed chart showing the complete cook. The drop in chamber temperature is when I pulled the first chicken. So here are the completed chickens, and they came out perfect. My wife says the chicken was extremely moist and tender, and the best whole chicken she can remember ever having. and that is with over 2 hours on the grill. I do highly recommend this recipe, but I also highly recommend you use a remote thermometer so you can avoid opening the grill while cooking. Our plan is to post at least one new recipe a week, and we also encourage you to subscribe so you can be notified each time we post a new recipe. Thanks for watching.